Welcome, this is Zon with Repro Products, and this video is on Bluebeam Revu and the AutoMark tools for bookmarks and page labels. Here I am in Bluebeam Revu 2016. If I open up a particular document that perhaps does not have the correct labeling set up for the pages and bookmarks are not set up properly, we can use these features in the software to make them for us easily. If I head over to the Bookmarks command here in the toolbar, you'll notice we have bookmarks. I can either expand or contract any bookmarks already present, and I can click this little wizard to create bookmarks. I can either use the page labels or a selected region to define those bookmarks. If I try to use the page labels as it stands now, it will not work very well because the labels themselves are not correct. So for the sake of bookmarks, I will use the wizard to use the page region feature, and I will select the two regions that I want to help define the bookmark identity. So I will highlight this first area, and then I will add another area for the software to look at. It will analyze those two areas, extract the data, and then create the bookmarks based upon those two areas. And so as you can see here, I have the bookmarks created automatically based upon the page number and the page name. If we select the thumbnails command, we can get to all the thumbnail previews, and their page labels are incorrectly created. I can use the F2 command to manually type in the change. I can select it, right-click, and also make changes here by relabeling. Or I can use the wizard for create page labels. When I start the command, you'll notice it's the same type of command as the bookmarks wizard. I can either use the bookmarks or use a page region again. Since my bookmarks are correct, I can just use this feature. Or if I choose to name it a different convention, I can use page region and click select. And this time, instead of choosing the sheet number and then the name, let's do the name first, and then add in a spacer and add another region for the sheet number. So in essence, the label of the page will be the reverse of the bookmarks. Click OK, and then click OK, and it will automatically create them for me. Now, if you aren't careful, when you do this wizard, take a good look at the page range that it's looking at and what it's asking you to use and to alter and adjust. So if I go through this procedure again and click OK, you'll see that it says page range, and it says all pages 1 through 10, the current 2, or just a custom range. This time I'm going to say use Alt to look at all the pages, click OK, and then all of them will change. And you can see it says finish floor level 1, and if I expand this, you can see the naming convention makes a lot of sense now. And that's how you use the AutoMark tools for automatically creating bookmarks and page labels. You do have the ability, when you're working with creating PDFs from, say, AutoCAD or Revit, to include those bookmarks as a default. If I go to AutoCAD or Revit, so let's go ahead and open up both AutoCAD and Revit, and then I'll show you where in the settings of Bluebeam, within the native application of Revit or AutoCAD, where this information resides. And when we take a look at this feature, as long as you have a file open or you've started a new file, you can see these features. You cannot do this from a zero document state. So here I am in Revit. I have a file open. If I head over to the Add-ins tab of the ribbon and go to Bluebeam, I can go to Change Settings. In this Change Settings window, Conversion Settings window, you will see bookmarks. and by default it's turned on, and it's going to use the project and the drawing as its convention for creating those bookmarks. So as long as you don't check this, then the bookmarks will be created as you're making the PDF files from Revit. In the same manner, if you're in AutoCAD and you go to the Output tab and go to Change Settings, you also have bookmarks as well, and they are turned on, and they are based off of the drawing and the layout. And so this is how you have the AutoMark tools for creating bookmarks and page labels in Bluebeam Revu 2016. Thank you for watching.